Hey YouTube, FXG here with the very first CFL lineup. It's still roughly about 10 days out. This is going to be my first CFL video of it. I did a little bit last week. I did okay, especially in the double ups. I think double ups, unless you know a lot about it, is I would only recommend them. I mean, maybe if you want to test your luck, it just depends really on how confident you are in some of the players that week. But my first pick for the quarterback is going to be Jonathan Jennings at 9,600 of the BC Lions. I really like him. He was a beast last year, and against EDM before, right here, he posted up 29 points. You know, he only 7 incompletions out of 28. That's really good. And again, 18 points, decent, but he threw 2 picks that game. I think he had as close to posting, probably not something like against Winnipeg, like 38 or nothing like that. I'm thinking he could do mid 20s again, so I really like him, and I want to pair him up with one of his receivers, Emmanuel. He also did really well when they played against him. I know it is a different season, but I don't think it's really like the NFL to where they do sometimes, but when I was looking at their roster, it's not incredibly different. Sometimes, like usually, like when they do bad, like how a lot of the times the NFL they change theirs up quite a bit more. Both both games that he played in were pretty freaking good. Massive points, 36 and 38. That's really good. He's pretty expensive, but I like him in case some of one of the lower picks we choose do not post the points that you would like. The running back are like Brandon Whitaker at 7,000. He also, I just think they're going to absolutely destroy EDM. What is that? I can't even remember their name. I keep forgetting their names all the time, still, even to this day. The Eskimos, that's what I was thinking. Sorry about that. Um, he takes a lot of receptions out of the backfield, which is just a huge plus, even bigger than the NFL in my eyes. And he's had pretty decent game here both times. And I just think he's going to be able to produce enough points for that 7K, which is kind of high, not too high, but a little bit. My next wide receiver is going to be Armonte Edwards at 51. I'm a bit surprised he's a little bit this cheap because he's with SG Green being questionable. Who knows how healthy he'll be whenever about 10 days from now. And then there's not really anybody else even, so he should get a lot of reps, a lot of targets. So I like him to do decent. Um, my next guy is going to be somewhat high as well, just because I've done a decent amount of research, but I'm going to do more. But I do like Luke Tasker. He didn't have a too good of game last time he played here. I mean, with this game he did. But the other game, if I'm not mistaken, it was just 16 for. You expect him to do a little bit better than that for his price tag, but I think he has a possibility of producing quite a few points. And my last guy is going to be Brandon. Where is he at? Zelestar, something like that. I can't pronounce these names sometimes. He may only produce about 10 points or so. It could be even less. I hope it's not less. Whenever they played, I just really do not trust the Eskimos at all. Their quarterback, Kevin Glenn, I targeted him with quite a few defenses last year. Whenever he did play, and I just really don't think he's that good, and I'm not really sure even why they're still letting him start because he's kind of hurt right now if I'm not mistaken. But I think he's going to be playing in one of the preseasons or something like that. But I expect him definitely to be back. So, but I think Brandon will be able to at least get some yards and I hope at least a touchdown. He only had 3 last year. It was like 10 points and 6 points in the last 2 games against those guys. And then my defense is going to be Montreal at 4,900. As you can see, I'm going really heavy on the BC Lions. I don't know why I said Montreal. My bad. But yeah, it's the BC Lions. I really like them, like their whole team as a whole. Wait a second. Yes, it was Montreal. Sorry about that. Not the Lions. I wrote down they both had the same cap and I got the wrong one. Sorry about that. Both their defense was like phenomenal last year, as you can see all these. And then whenever they played the Riders, they 13 the first time, and where is it at 9 the second time, which is pretty decent. I think that they have opportunity to put in double digits again, so I really like them. That's going to be the lineup for now. Sorry for a little bit of those wrong ones I said in the beginning. I just literally just did this after just doing maybe about an hour of research or so. I'm gonna do a lot more since they're still 10 days away and there's still like a preseason or two, game two before the tournament, before the week one. So just to get back to my main chalk straight up, I love Jennings, I love Whitaker, I love Emmanuel and Edwards, and pretty not I don't love Tasker, but I like him pretty well. It's this flex right here at 4,400. Brandon, I'm just not 100% sure about him. I do really like Montreal's defense. It's just all about this flex. Maybe I can find somebody else that's pretty down there cheap. Maybe somebody will get hurt, something like that. But that's going to be it this week for this. Look forward to part 2 in roughly a week from now. Peace out, guys.